Well, it's Ron Brown with Learning Chromebooks. Well, another year has gone by. It's December 2022, and lots has happened this past year. I've made a number of videos on all the changes that have occurred in the Chrome operating system. Today I'm going to show you 8 new features that are available in Chrome OS 108, and for those who stick around, I have a little tip at the end for you. This past year, Google has made a change and has decided that the Chrome operating system and the Chrome OS will have the same numbers and come out with an edition each month. So because this is so frequent now with our Chrome operating system, and we're up to Chrome 108 now, there's not a lot of change between each month. The last video I made was Chrome OS 105 and showed you the new features there, but not a lot of new features in Chrome OS 106 or 107. So this is a catch-up. So we have the new features today for you. Please make sure your Chromebook is up to date. You shouldn't have to do anything. Remember, if it'll update automatically, but if you are a lid closer, which I've talked about many times before, you might have to sort of do a manual update or just turn your computer off and on and it'll update to the newest version. So let's have a look and see what's in Chrome OS 108. So the new feature is a security one. When you want to open and close the lid on your Chromebook, you may want to have a password or security device in place when you open the lid up. Let's say, for example, you're playing music at a party and you want to keep the music going, but you're going to be away from your Chromebook. You then want to close the lid. You may not be there for a little while, but you want the music to continue on. You don't want someone to come along and be able to open the lid and see your data. So now you have the ability to, when you open the lid, request a PIN number or password. You can turn this on, and let me show you how that is done now. Okay, on our Chromebook, let me take the mouse and let's come down to the bottom right-hand corner, click on this, and we're going to go to Settings. And here we're going to come down to Privacy and Security. We're going to come up to, this is the new feature here, Lock Screen and Sign In, PIN or Password. We're going to click this, and of course we have to enter our password. And this is not the PIN, this is actually a password to your Google account. We confirm that. And here's where we come on and we see here, lock when sleeping or lid is closed. And I have that, of course, turned on. And when this is turned on, if you close the lid and open the lid, then you'll find that you'll be quizzed as to a password or as a PIN. And here you have the options that you can turn this on or off. I will also point out, which we'll talk about at a later time, is a smart lock here, and you can unlock your Chromebook through your phone. This is a very important feature that I would encourage most people to do. It really works well if you have your smartphone with you. One of the problems I found with my Chromebook is oftentimes I'm trying to find files, and often they're all sort of in my downloads directory, and it's hard to sort them all out. Well, now Google has added in the Chrome OS a new feature that you can sort your files by type. Let me show you how this works. Okay, let's bring up our file manager on my Chromebook. And here you'll see, of course, we have my downloads directory where a lot of my folders are located. If we come up to the top left, you'll now see this recent button here. Let's click recent. And what you'll see that they've added is audio, documents, images, and videos. So if you just uploaded some documents like I did today, we'll click Documents, and here you'll see the PDF file that I just uploaded today, any audio files, images, or of course videos. So this is a very helpful feature for you. It's just right here. You just click Recent, and it will now bring up all the documents, which will make things a lot easier to find. As we move forward with the Chrome operating system, I would encourage you to look at the feature called multiple desktops. I'll show you this in a minute, but this is a great productivity feature. It allows you to save your desktop with all your files that you want or programs, and then open a second desktop which is fresh, and you don't actually have to have all those programs open, and you can open specific programs to specific applications. It's a great feature. I've been using it for a while now, and the current OS supports 8 desktops, but it's moving quickly to 16 desktops that you can have open. The feature I want you to show you today is a new one, and you can now save these desktops, so when you get out of them and close, they don't all go away. So let me show you this new feature. Okay, we're back at my Chromebook now. I'm going to hit the overview button, and that's going to, of course, bring me up into multiple desktops. And here you'll see I have my home desktop. I have a test desktop, and I have some more test ones here. And again, we could move on and have 8. We just click this, and it will add a new desktop. Now, what is new is this button over here to the left, and this is Save Desk for Later. So, for example, for my home, which is this one, if I have, of course, my Gmail open, and I always want this to be opened when I have that desktop open, I can simply click this button now and say Save for Later. And it says, of course, Linux apps aren't supported. Other apps may be saved. I do have Linux loaded on this machine, but you normally would not get that. We're going to say Save anyway, and that now is Saved for Later. I'm not going to reboot this and show you again, but if you come back after you reboot it and you hit the overview, it would be brought right back to that desktop. A new feature for Chrome OS 108. One of the great features of your Chromebook is the customization of your screen. And Chrome OS 108 isn't going to disappoint you. It's brought out a whole bunch of new wallpaper for you. Let me show you some examples. All right, we're now on my Chromebook. You see my mouse here. I'm going to right click, and we're going to set wallpaper. And here we come along, and you'll see we have, of course, some screensaver. We can set that, but today I'm going to show you on the wallpaper. And if we click this, we now have a wide variety of wallpapers that you can choose. Let's look at Native American artists. There's 20 images here that you can choose. Unbelievable. All sorts of great images that you can choose as a wallpaper. You can have this change daily by clicking this here. Let's go back and have a look at some more. See, these are, of course, for children. Some great wallpaper that we can have for our Chromebook. So have a look at this and explore this. You can have these change daily. You'll have lots of fun with them. And a lot of these are new that just added for Chrome OS 108. New feature for Chrome OS 108. If you use your Chromebook as a tablet, in other words, it flips back onto itself and you now have a tablet, the virtual keyboard has improved. It has a new feature where you can long press one of the characters and get different options. This is really cool and will make it much easier for you to use if you use your Chromebook as a tablet. If it folds back on itself, I would encourage you to try it. It's a lot of fun and it works very well. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now what you can't see is my Chromebook is folded back on itself and is in tablet mode. Here I've brought up my Docs app, and we're going to add a new document. And here we have a new document that I'm going to type into. So since I don't have a keyboard, I'll be using the virtual keyboard. So when I go to enter and I tap on the screen, this brings up my virtual keyboard. Now, if I took the word E, or letter E, and I held this and long pressed it down, you'll see that there's some options I can have. I certainly could use the letter 3, or there are different forms of E that I can choose. And I can just choose whichever one that I want. In that case, I chose 3. But you have your option of choosing any of these other ones as well. And this goes along on all the keys on your virtual keyboard, so you don't have to do the shift enter to bring up the caps or any of the other numeric keyboards. This is all sort of incorporated with just a long press on that letter. This makes it very easy to use. New feature for Chrome OS 108. So Chrome OS 108 has a dedicated scanner app now for your scanning needs. Many of you have standalone printers that you either print with or like to scan. So now you have the option of having your own scanning app on your Chromebook for that printer. So let me show you how this works. It works really well. You now can just take this scanning app, put it on the shelf, and whenever you want to scan from your printer, just click it and it will easily scan right from your printer. Let me show you how this works. All right, let's look at how this might work. You'll see I'm on my desktop now. I'm going to come down to the launcher, which is a little button to the left here. We're going to click this, and you'll see that we're going to try and find the scanning app. So in the search bar, we're going to type scanner. Click this, and now it's looking for scanners. And you are ready to go. You'll see that this is, you can choose the scanner, and this is the options that I have for printers that I have connected, and then you just hit scan and it will start scanning. Now there is a scanning app. Let's come back to the launcher and let's come down to scan, and you'll see the scanning app is right here. Let's just drag it down onto the Chromebook, and now it's on our shelf on our Chromebook. So whenever we want to scan, we can just click this and it will scan. So this connects, this is the scanning app for your printer, new in Chrome OS 108. A new feature that just came out in Chrome OS 108 is the ability to scan with your camera app into a PDF. Yes, you could do that before, but this is where you can scan multiple pages into a single PDF file. This is pretty cool. I find it very awkward to hold a document up in front of my Chromebook and try and scan the thing in. I don't really see this being this whole scanning thing being a huge advantage with the Chromebook. It's so much easier to use your smartphone and the scanning app on it to scan into whatever service you want. However, I'm going to try and show you this, so let's have a look at it, okay? Okay, let's come over to my Chromebook now, and as we come down, you'll see I have my camera app sitting right on my shelf. So I'm going to click this, and this is, of course, going to bring this up. And at the hi everybody, you'll see my green screen here and my and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the scanning app. So I'm going to click scan, and we're going to see document or QR code. You can also scan a QR code if you want to read it, but we're going to do a document, and the document that I'm going to scan is going to be, I have a little instruction thing on a device that I just bought, and I'm going to try and scan this in. It comes on 2 pages, so we'll do front and back and see how this works, okay? So let me, I'm going to click scan here, and as I click scan, it's going to, the edges around the document are going to form, and then I'm going to click the button over on the right side, and we're going to start the scan. There we go. Now you see, so we're going to come down here over to the left, and we're going to add a page. And now we're back again, and I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to hold it over here until those little blue lines are around it. And then we're going to click this again, and it's processing the image. Now, if you come down on the right-hand side, you'll see it says Save as PDF. So I'm going to click this, and now it's going to save the document as a PDF. We're going to click this, and we're going to go to the library, and we're going to see this document. And here's the document. But as you see, it has both images in it. So we've now scanned. Both images, and that's a new feature. And you can add multiple pages in the scanner by simply clicking the plus button at the bottom left there, as I showed you, and then taking another picture. And that's the scanner. Let's go back one more time. Here we are, and you'll see it. Now, if you look at the bottom, you can also do a video. You know, you can record a video as well, which is sort of cool. You can take a selfie, which is a photo. And one of the long-awaited features has been the trash can. Yes, we now have a trash can. Yes, we're just like all the other software programs in the whole world. We have a trash can on the Chromebook in the Files menu. A trash can, a trash can. I'm so excited. Let me show you. Okay, let's come over to my Chromebook again, and we're going to come down to our Files menu, Files app here, and we're going to bring this up. And guess what? Here it is. We have a trash can, yes, and your files will be here for 30 days before they're emptied. So if you do put something in the trash, you can recover it. So let's come up. Let's do the recents thing. There's a recent. And let's go to Documents. And here's the document that I just made, right? This is the one that I just did for you on the scanning. Let's just drag this over into the trash can. There we go. It's now gone. It's in the trash can. If we click on this, you can see that the file is in the trash can. And you have 30 days to recover the file. If you then say, I want to recover this, you can simply restore this item or drag it to a new folder outside the trash. I'm going to hit Restore, and you'll see that it took it out of there. If you come up, files in the trash will be files in the trash for more than 30 days will automatically be deleted. And if you want to empty the trash, then you can delete forever, and the files are gone. We have a trash can. I am so excited. Chrome OS 108. All right, let me show you one final feature that you can have some fun with. This is a web page that I have up. It's about Apple reveals a new tag, AirTag feature. And let's say I want to send this to Huey or mark it up or send him a note. Let's have some fun with this. So this is just a website that I have open. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to come over to our screen capture that is constantly being improved this year, as I've told you in the past. We're going to click this, and now you'll see at the bottom we've got a picture, we've got a video, but I'm going to go with the picture, and we're going to also on this. I'm going to click this just to make sure that the image scan is here. That's clicked off. We don't need the camera, and this should be all correctly done. And let me just click this, and that's going to take a picture of that for us. All right. Now it's copied to the clipboard, and of course it'll save it in your downloads directory. But I want to come over here and let's just edit it. Okay. I'm going to click Edit, and this brings this up. And we're going to come up, and I want to just show you. Suppose I want to sort of say to Huey, hey, do you want to read this? So we're going to come across the top here, and there's a number of things we can do with this. We can certainly make it a little bit bigger. We could certainly crop it, so we don't need this part here. So we could do that. And the other thing we can do is let's click this button, and we can mark this up. So I'm going to take the color here. And I'm going to sort of just circle this here and sort of maybe make a note here. And let's say I want to also have Huey look down here at this sentence here, okay? So I can mark this up, and I could say, in the Huey, I could write a note as well here. And then as we come up, I wanted to show you is that we can come over here. And now what we can do is we can now come over here. We can, of course, email this. And this will bring the document up. Here's the document with our edits in it, and I'm going to send it over to Huey. And that is that's sort of fun that we can take an image, mark it up, and send it off. So have some fun with your Chromebook. Lots of things to learn. Ron Brown with Learning Chromebooks, 8 new features in Chrome OS 108. Enjoy your Chromebook, and until we see you again, have a great day.